game volumes on, and should also go live on Twitch as well. And make sure that the live notification is posted. And almost clicked the upload notification instead of the live notification. Alright. Good afternoon, humans. I hope you all are having a wonderful day today. We have some more Duet Night Abyss to do, and notably, today is finally time for me to get the new theater done. Hello, Miggy. Nice to see you back. But they made me delay my theater clear until reset, though I wound up taking a little bit longer. Cause I stayed up too late last night. Good afternoon, Card Streamer. Good afternoon, Burr. And a good afternoon to you too, Jam. So, got Lumino as well as Electro. That's right, Electro. So, from what I've heard, apparently there is a deal going on with the current theater where supposedly the previous theater buff, where it was like both elements giving like the penetration and like the damage resistance to other element, or damage reduction to other elements, is still applying even with the enemies now having their like proper resistances active. So it's like we've got double weakness and double resistance right now. So it's due to a bug, it's looking like theater is going to be exceptionally easy with the right elements and impossible with off elements in the current state. Which is a little bit silly. Also a little bit silly, you might notice that I got another speedy mine. Yeah, I hope that Battle Pass issue gets addressed post-haste. Though, I'm sure between the Lunar New Year and the update just coming out, they probably have some complications going on at the current moment. But it is nice to see that the issues right now aren't really game-breaking or major, at the very least. You're about to dive on the bot home in with Helldivers. Oh, huge! You better annihilate them all. Well, something that I'm probably going to wind up doing pretty soon is getting, like, 3 max copies of Entropic just because I can. Since these are, or this weapon's looking to be pretty darn strong. Dude, I'm here in Philippines and still farming wedges. Yeah, that's so sick. I'm gonna be farming wedges for a while too. Though I am about halfway done with my Windspell Morale. Yeah, I've got 5 of my Windspell Morales crafted. Or crafting. So that's where I'm gonna be as well for at least a week. Though, in the next 10 days, we'll have the Bountiful Day event, which means all the other wedges that I still have to collect, I can save until then. Saw your latest video and saw the bonus reward event in game. Yeah, that is going to be coming out later in the patch in the next 10 days. What Battle Pass issue? So, in the North America server, there was an issue where people, this guy, was able to buy an extra Battle Pass before the Battle Pass reset. and get the Battle Pass rewards from said Battle Pass, and then get the next Battle Pass. So, yeah, hi Fires, before I go to bed, it's already 6 a.m. here, and I have afternoon shift. Okay. Have a good stream and open to see more GLU stuff. What I hope to see you as well, Tatsuo. Hey, Juan, you will be missed, and have a good rest. Bad this virus guy, true. Yep. Can I make a video on the new casual build? That's something that I am working on, like, very actively. I do have to run some extra calculations to see exactly what is going to be the optimal way or optimal setup on him, wedge-wise. And support-wise, it's looking like Daphne's going to be the likely choice to pair with him. Or to pair on him. And beyond that, it will just be a matter of like how the stats all work out. Don't get the gold dragon footprint in the prism. I thought I had 10 golden Genimon today. Oh jeez. Alright, let's see. Oh, let me put Sower on my rhythm. And, of course, the Electro-Elf, which I'm gonna be getting max rank of in the second half of this version. And, of course, Fushu with her weapon and other support. Tabith, I guess? Let's just put the Destructo on her. I mean, it's just featured repertoire. This is gonna just, frankly, autocomplete. Agilia and Rhythm have the same build, right? It depends on the setups. They're gonna have very similar builds, though. Well, Rhythm should just be able to kind of auto-clear featured repertoire, so I can focus a lot on chat. So I got 2 battle passes running? No, I got the last battle pass, and it ran out, and I got the new battle pass, so I only have 1 battle pass, but I got the majority of the rewards for the previous battle pass, including the Twilight Treads and Genimon, so that's, like, kind of a big deal. Also, which new wedges are worth getting from the maze before resets? I mean, it really just depends. Do you want to play Berenica? Because, I'm going to be honest, most of those wedges aren't, like, there's the plunge, the slide attack, both of those aren't really going to be that necessary. There's, like, the normal attack, like the Trammel Impetus. The Trammel Impetus would probably be a pretty good one to pick up. Is the crit rate one, but that's mostly just a Berenica. And then there's the charge attack one, which would be used on, what's her face? Lisbel. But only in non-Fushi setups on Lisbel, though you would be running a non-Fushi setup if you are playing with Resolve build. Though it won't be necessary at all to have that wedge on after we get Lumino Winspos. Maybe it'll be for a future character. Yeah, about the battle pass and now saying I didn't contact the devs, hopefully they figure it out quickly. Yeah. I mean, I knew what I was getting into, but there's definitely people like you who didn't know what was going on and got screwed over. I acted gameplay, yeah. Prepare for something completely different. Got some, oh yeah, no school life with work after my Sleep schedule so bad? Oof. Or your skeld? Shed? Schedule. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I need my, super speed. Something that I think is kind of fun is that Kejo will use the sound effects of whatever weapon he still has out. Or whatever weapon he had, like, skin-wise. Before. So, if you've got the lightsaber skins, you'll be still making the lightsaber sounds even in his ult. The lower levels, I don't even really need to worry too much about the ranged weapon. Actually, I could even just use the ranged weapon itself to clear out the lower levels. Especially with the current bug going on with the theater. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad I got these new range wedges. Yo, he maxed out every weapon for Kecho, and holy moly, he deals so much damage. Yeah. She deals a crazy amount of damage too. I mean, frankly, with all the new, what's it called? All the new characters and weapon stuff, it's definitely going to be really interesting to see how setups and builds change around. Because having your sub or your supports actually deal damage will be a real possibility with the new range wedges. And maybe not so much the melee wedges, but definitely the range wedges. Oh my gosh, did my supports kill the boss? It's level 60 theater for you. Alright, we got more! Yeah, also I got a ton of letters all dumped out earlier. Because I actually went to bed and left my game running, and I went up going like 87 waves in the Covert Commission before my rhythm finally died. So I basically got all of my Wedge blueprints completely done for my Serpents. One out cracked would be with the new Jilu stuff. I imagine she's gonna be real strong. Hey, that's okay? Welcome. Alright. Now, thankfully, when it comes to all the theater stages running up the level cap, I can kind of rhythm it. So close to finishing the Electro stuff. I'm pretty close to getting my Electro stuff all done too. I'm gonna need to farm up one more plus 10 on the Blaze Volition for Electro. And I need to get the remaining Winsbows and blueprints for that. And all of the centerpiece wedges. Clip leader? Oh, you're the clip leader? That's funny. I know that there's a lot of people who've been taking a bunch of out-of-context clips of me for humor purposes. Sometimes they even bait me into it, which is wild. FKG leaves a thing. I did not have enough time for wedges, so you had tomorrow to build all the wedges for Electro, and you want to see your damage? Yep. Honestly, I'm curious to see what like an AFK Rhythm Zhiliu setup would be like. Though I'm pretty sure Zhiliu will be better against level cap, meanwhile Rhythm will be better against lower levels. We would never. Yeah, true, you guys are too nice. It's been really fun to see how creative people are getting with the new accessory adjustments. My hat's still kind of messed up though. It's bobbing into her hair still. I need to fix that more. But people have been taking like face accessories and turning them into like hair accessories, and I think that's dope. Clip through margin, rhythm, weapon slide, civil runs to compare. Yeah, it is. It's gonna be kind of wild trying to push all the characters in the game further with just using weapons now. Saw a comment about how accessory customization doesn't affect how others see it. Is that true? I don't know. I suppose I'd have to go into a co-op lobby to check that out. You can run Zhili as the main character and use her White Dragon, Rhythm and Fushu as support, and bam, easy, wave 2770 defense, and still enough scratch the target. Sweet. Does level 70 defense have the same Ludo Memento scaling as the level 80? Because I do kind of want to run some max level defense. Farm up a few thousand Lunar Mementos. What's my Zhiliu build? I have a whole Zhiliu guide on my channel that I would definitely recommend you check out. Did I get the Dragon Mount yet? No, I don't have the Dragon Mount yet. I haven't even acquired Zhiliu's skin yet either. Can you show you my lady Knifel? She's pretty awesome looking. Oh, that's great to hear. Yeah, I'm so happy that they decided to remove the immediate faces in the theater. Dude, he just exploded the second. Oh man, I love Rhythm. Let me fix her hat though. Is the skill range center wedge good for anyone? I wouldn't really say it's that worth it right now. Maybe when we get some new wedges in the future, it might be a bit better, but the current wedges that we've got, I don't think so. Let's see. There's no exploration available right now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I went to bed with 100 of these, woke up and there was only 70 or 18 left. Oh, there's exploration on weapon, I guess. Which, I guess that means I could get Zhiliu's weapon crafting now. Just gotta grab the letters for it first. At least some. Yes, level 7 or the 70 defense has the room with the stairs, and the map is perfect. While the enemies has to rush to the top of a Rhythm builds them away before they get to the stairs, and Fushu always push the enemies away, but not that far. Or her White Dragon buff. Okay. I can love that spacebar no longer bugs and bays, it just always works. Yes, it's so nice. Alright, let's see what's my Rhythm. Also, speaking of bays, I'm gonna have to do a few bases because I'm absolutely broke on my money again. Alright. I think I am just gonna have to raise it up a little bit higher. Maybe increase the size a little bit. Just as long as it... I mean, it... No, wait, no. It doesn't look that good in the back now. I'm gonna have to adjust a little bit further. Yeah, backwards. Alright. And let me deploy rhythm just to make sure. Okay, if I sprint, it dips into her head. If I jump to... Yeah, why does the hat have such weird physics? What happens if I just completely reset the hat? Like... Well, obviously that doesn't look good at all. I might have to dip it more horizontal. Wait, no, I don't want to push it right. Backward. Down. Why does it look like weirdly lopsided now? Alright, let me try it out like this. Somehow I think that's worse. Yeah, lots of W's in this patch. Hype? Absolutely. Turn this game from a good game to a great game. Yep, one step at a time. The physics on the hat is definitely weird, though. I don't really understand why it's just flopping around everywhere. Maybe I can try this one. I think it just needs to get pushed down a little bit, and... Okay, maybe not. It's actually flipping into her a little bit in the back as well. Increase the size. Down. Oh, now it's clipping into her horn. Maybe backwards? Yeah, never mind, not that hat. This one's pretty cute too, but it also doesn't quite fit with the color scheme. It also clips into her horn as well. I guess this one's really the only hat that I can work with. Too bad about 20 minutes to finish the side quests. Or, wait, took about 20 minutes to finish the side quests. I guess I'll have to wait 50 days for actual content. For, like, new game modes and story quests? Yeah. But we've got a bunch of other toys to play with. I, for one, am having a great time with the cosmetics. Maybe if well, actually, no, drinking it probably won't do much good, and that also isn't going to do much good either. Do you think that this size is, or if not this size, then like just this one up from it? Maybe I just have to have it rotated less? And Okay, no, that's just going entirely into her cranium. Alright. And a little bit backwards, I think. And I think up. Yeah, I think I might just have to live with that, but at the very least it doesn't seem to be doing it a crazy amount of the time. Like, it's not just doing it every single time she walks anymore. Sim already does infinite damage, so might as well increase her range. True. Alright, well, I should get back to theater. Let's see. Cosmetic, or the accessory adjustment, is definitely going to be something I mess around with a lot. Next patch can remove Rhythm's duct tapes. Oh, what do you mean duct tapes? Let's see. Almost got S3 over Sig? Oh, sweet. Could have S5 with the summon item Sedge. Well, she should be available at the weekly reset after summit, so you'll be able to spend 1 weekly on weapon letters, and that should get you the S3. Or the final sequence. Or, not sequence, smelt. Think of it about Rhythm, new wedges. What's +10 first? Okay. I mean, I've frankly got a lot of videos that I need to push out. Yep. Servant's Volition is hard to farm. Only got 21 for almost 6 hours. Jeez. I remember I was having a pain with like the other serpents from Animo, so I guess maybe it's just gonna continue to be like that. Her measuring tapes on her thighs. Oh, you're talking about the her weapon or equipment. Yeah, that only shows up when she uses her skills or in the armory. I already tested out some of the weapon stuff like prior to max wedges in the last theater, and like level cap content was made quite easy with this new stuff. And it definitely looks like it's pretty easy to keep your HP low with Keijo. Spent 40 minutes in the VC while I tried to get the last purple Volition Serpent. Jeez. Now, I'm pretty sure there is still the whole deal where enemies are taking, or like, essentially double weak to the element, so I think the current theater might just be a little bit really easy right now. Wait, you got 20 of the Feathered Serpents from reports? That's insane. That must cost a lot of coins. Yeah, she's just absolutely obliterating the enemies even when they're at level 80. I wonder what it's gonna be like when I start getting close to level cap. That's me how many hundreds I've done. Okay, I won't. I'm sure it was one hell of a grind for sure. For sure. I just remembered I'm gonna have to do like another, I don't know, 20 mazes for both coins and the new wedges. Well, at least the blueprints. I might need to pre-farm a lot just in case if there's another wacky reset. Got 23 Volition Serpents from the Purple Wedges trade. It cost me 24 million coins. Golly! I could not imagine spending that many coins on just Reforges. I got way too many other things that I need to craft. Between all the track shift modules and... I'm gonna be honest, mostly the track shift modules. I mean, those alone are probably gonna cost me close to, I don't know, 100 million. You got Prime, so it wasn't that bad? Ah, true. Well, that's featured repertoire all cleared. Now there's just the Immortal, which I should get a head start on. You still have like 80, 90 million coins? Golly. I spend coins almost the second that I get them. I just have too many things to craft. Alright, well, I should be able to start here now. Confirm selection. Now it's just same team I normally run. Alright. Salt Sower. Luxwell is down here. And it should be... Let's see... Fina with... Fina's weapon, and then... Bushu with... I'm gonna be honest, I probably don't even need a blood stance reduction. I'm gonna be just, like, absolutely annihilating everything. So... Someone's really good for getting that much coins and 1 million globules. Next time it'll get 2 million globules and 200 million coins to be safe. Yeah. I'm gonna be grinding out this next summit so hard. Especially because I'll kind of just be able to, what's it called? Hyper AFK stuff. Like, I could just go set up a 99 wave exploration and get all of the team passes that I could ever need. Also, I think we're going to be getting a Bountiful Day event right smack dab in the middle of Summit as well. Which will definitely be fun. How do you mute Snow? You go into the controls settings and you just turn off voice guidance for commissions. That's it. Pretty easy. Oh, we got Going Bird with the cat face. Yeah, that's the way to go. It absolutely will be. Let's see, how much damage is it's gonna... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Rhythm's gonna be going pretty crazy. Now, I am gonna be kind of curious to see who's gonna be doing better DPS, if it's gonna be either Rhythm or Ji Liu. I do know that Ji Liu's pretty nuts, all things considered. Can I show my rhythm builds? I mean, it's the same rhythm build that I was running before, just with the new Volition centerpiece and the Winspo Morale. So, not really much of a difference compared to what I had in my Ultimate Rhythm Guide. You think Rhythm? I'm gonna be honest, Rhythm is gonna be really competitive with her whole setup. Like, this Silent Sower stuff is crazy. It just makes Summit a permanent endgame mode? That would definitely be nice. At the very least, I want an endgame mode where it's, like, similar to Summit, where you've got a high HP enemy that you can just thrash. I think Ji Liu is borderline insane, man. I can tell. There's so much power. Yeah. But, I mean, Rhythm's also really powerful, so it is gonna be, like, just a battle for the ages. Hi, Tammy! Hope you're doing well. Man, and I thought that the Rebecca Theater was easy. Golly! Wait until we get Prime Rhythm? Aw, dude. I would wail for Prime Rhythm so hard. I mean, frankly, I'm already a whale for my Rhythm cosmetics. I think it's gonna be so cute, to make like a bloody setup for her as well. I really hope that we get business outfits, or like office outfits, for as a general skin later in the game. That'd be so peak to me. The Prime no clothes? What? Why would I want no clothes on her? She looks so cute in her outfits. These freaking elites are just instantly popping. I know what you'll do. What will I do? With the business? Yep, I'm gonna turn Ji Liu into Makima. She already has the exact same eyes, and all I'd have to do is just recolor the hair from her gacha skin. And, like, it's just right there. Is she better than Rhythm? Ji Liu? I feel like Ji Liu's gonna be better against level cap enemies, meanwhile Rhythm's gonna be better against lower level enemies. So like, if Rhythm can outscale enemies, she's gonna be better than Ji Liu, but if if Rhythm can't, then Ji Liu will outperform. Short question, Wings is about Rhythm without a support, Morale or Volition? Morale. Morale is better without the Electro support. Holy crap. Especially if you're doing a mixed build on Rhythm, like I would recommend. Mixed Rhythm, or yeah, mixed attack Rhythm is easily going to be the best way to go about it, because you're basically doubling her damage by just using the ranged weapon. Waiting for the Rhythm Yu-Ming duo. I mean, it's gonna be a bit iffy on if Yu-Ming is actually gonna be worth it on Rhythm over Fina. I mean, Yu-Ming's gonna offer general damage, and he's also gonna offer morale, but beyond that, he's only gonna be offering more skill damage. I don't know if, like, the additional damage and crit rate that Fina provides, losing out on, and the penetration as well. I don't know if losing out on that is gonna really be worth it, or losing out on the buffs that Fushu is able to provide. Because you're gonna be getting essentially more skill intensity and more damage out of Fushu. Because of the defense ignore. Though you won't be getting as much general damage. Baby girls unite? Oh, absolutely. Jeez. Just chewing these guys alive. I always love doing the freaking back shots with the rhythm because it just feels like I'm absolutely shredding through an enemy. It's just, you see the picture of like Scott Cawthon just like tearing Toby Fox in half. That's kind of how I feel using this setup. All depends on Yuming AI. If AI spams ult, then you'll be good. I mean, they gotta. If they don't, then that's gonna be the dumbest thing ever. Best boy lost the best child. Yeah. At least on rhythm setups. He's definitely gonna be better than Fina on Ji Liu. And likely every single other Electro character. It's just that rhythm is getting so much out of her weapons now that I don't think that he's gonna be a good increase. Ji Liu replaces Fina on rhythm themes? I mean, it really just depends on how much damage that, like, how much of a damage buff that Fina is providing compared to how much of a personal damage that Ji Liu is able to dish out. I mean, this is definitely significantly widened the possibilities in terms of, like, character building and team building, this new update. I don't think that the game is ever really going to be the same kind of way that it was in 1.0 when it comes to, like, character and weapon setups. The age of stat stick weapons is over. Dude, I wasn't even freaking using my skill against those guys. That was just all the silent sower. I was ice held there. Oh my gosh. Hopefully more builds and more characters will be able to achieve top end builds. Build diversity is real important for a game like this? Absolutely. I mean, we've got, like, every single Lumino character's just got brand new multi-build setups. Rhythm, I mean, a lot of other characters now having, like, actual mixed damage setups. Like, it's no longer just min-maxing the one thing that they're good at. Like, we now have real opportunities for variety. Hyjin took a long break from DNA and honestly don't feel like coming back anymore. It's so over. What? What makes you feel like it's over? Can you show your ranged weapon wedges after your run? Yeah, I can. I haven't done, like, damage calculations on what the best, like, wedge setup for ranged weapons are gonna be yet. Or on, like, a ranged weapon for a ranged weapons basis. Because I imagine that will be something that I gotta do. And it will also depend on the characters and supports as well. There's so many things to consider. I'll have to input all the numbers into my calculator. I hope Trex gets their calculator working really soon. So do you, like, play the game? Oh wait, you missed like 600 bucks? Okay. I mean, it's not that much, I'm gonna be honest. It's just books. Like, that's literally just a tool that you use to skip grind. You can always make up any progress that you lost by just playing more. There really isn't any rush, especially if you're not planning on going for top ranks in Summit. And even if you are going in top ranks in Summit, the only things that you have to worry about are just, like, your main Electro setup. Yeah, there's pretty much no FOMO. Like, that's how I feel using rhythm right now. Yep. Yeah, one book saves a minute at most, exactly. And it's actually even less than a minute at most, because you also have Boxy. So, it's more like it'll save around 30 to 45 seconds at most. Alright, well, looks like level 120 enemies are starting to not get instantly deleted by just my sheer aura and presence. Though, they are still getting absolutely eviscerated. Any time-limited content or even sales on cosmetics create FOMO? Well, yeah, but you're not really missing out on any characters or weapons. I mean, it's just cosmetics, which don't really have much of an impact on the gameplay. And the events are really just either for cosmetics or for rewards that you can get by either playing other events or just playing the game more. That's really it. I get that cosmetics can be important to people, but I feel like cosmetics should not be a be-all, end-all in a game like this. Especially since the majority of the cosmetics are paid? Yeah, they clearly matter. People like cosmetics enough. But I don't think cosmetics are as impactful as entire characters and weapons just no longer being available after a short period of time. Until they rerun later. I definitely think that there should be, like, even less FOMO than there already is, but I mean, I'm not gonna lose my marbles over some cosmetics. I don't like what they're doing with them, but that's not the main reason why I'm playing the game. It's part of a reason, and one thing that I definitely enjoy, especially for my favorite characters. But I mean, I'm not using that as this is a dress-up game as much as I do play dress-up with it. I mean, I'm not even saying, like, a situation where it could always be worse. I mean, if you want to see a real spot where it is worse, I mean, take a look at Where Wins Me. But I'm not gonna defend it either, or I mean, I'll downplay it a bit just because I don't really think it's that crazy impactful. But I mean, especially the whole stuff with the prism shop, I'm not a fan of that. Did I try the oil wedge? I have not tried the oil barrel wedge. Which skill should I prioritize upgrading for Fina? S2 passive or S1 passive? Like, skill one? Or... I don't really follow. 3 morale? Yes, currently. It should be best around 3 morales. And I can forgive sales and stuff as long as the regular price is reasonable and not gouging people to wait for sale. Anything else, rotations are fine. There's zero need for FOMO. Yep. I agree. You'll do monthly card and sometimes VP, that's all? Yep, and that is A-okay. That's, in fact, how I recommend most people play the game. I definitely spend a lot more on this game than I would normally, but part of that's just because I'm a YouTuber and streamer for it. Skill 1 passive or skill 2 passive to prioritize upgrade? Are we talking about the stat notes? Or are we talking about the ults? Or are we talking about the passive? Is Rhythm Uma? Well, I can turn Rhythm into Uma. Honestly, whenever I take a look at the Horse Cosmetics, it's just like, Hashire, Hashire, Uma Musume, playing in my head. Give her the Uma years later. Well, I got them right now. Gotta rep the content, daddy? Yep, I do. I gotta be dripped out. They say it's drip or drown, and brother, I'm wet. There we go. Look at that. And I got the tail as well. Now we got Uma Rhythm. And of course later we'll be able to do Bunny Rhythm. I wonder what other... of course, these ones don't look that good with the hat on. The other ones do. Though, I mean, the cat's ears kind of get really, really covered up by the hat. Are my Fina skills max level? This one's level 6, this one's max, this one's level 6. I mean, honestly, I'm probably gonna have to level up her passive a little bit more, just because Fina's gonna be doing a lot more personal damage, especially once I get her I6. Once Fina gets to I6, that's gonna be nuts. I actually got pretty darn lucky with my openings of her letters earlier. I might only need 2 more weeks to get Fina I6, and that'll be pretty cool, all things considered. Yep. Wish there was a Demon Wedge trading system. That would be pretty nice. My rhythm. Alright, well, back to theater. It was wild. Thought it was Gooner bait, but it's a pretty legit sports anime. Of course, two things can be true. Oh yeah. I also played the Uma Musume game. Had a blast with it until I had to stop playing just because it took too much time. And I had to prioritize other things. And yeah, Uma Musume isn't really Gooner at all. I mean, there's like a little bit there, but it's not nearly to the level of a lot of other games. It is very, very tame. Especially when you're looking at, like, it as a whole. Also, you cannot wait to see the movie in theaters on the 27th. I was actually planning on watching before then. But then they announced it coming to theaters. I was like, crap, okay. I don't really know why her hat does that when doing her animation. Now I gotta see Rhythm in, like, the Tracing Academy outfit. It was good till we touched Gacha. Yeah. We need more Goon skins in the shop. Don't we already have, like, 2? We've got, like, the freaking Christmas one, and we've got the... Well, I mean, how good is the Cheap How outfit? I'd say it's more tasteful than anything. Like, it's a little bit... let's say 1.5. Personally, I want variety. I don't want them to go, like, crazy goon with it. No, we need more. I mean, do we need more? Really? I would like cute outfits, personally. Like the sailor uniform. I guess I could probably recolor this outfit to be like the Tracing Academy colors, can't I? Of course, then I'd have to get rid of the hat, because it wouldn't really match. Or maybe... Could be a different headgear that I use. Different hat. Maybe we'll get more hats in the future. A variety, yeah. Sometimes I feel out of place since I'm not into anime girls, but I like the game since it's a Warframe-like. I'm here for the grind. Lol, it's fascinating observing the community. Oh. I'm also glad you're finding or having a nice time with the game as a whole in the community. I do think a lot of people are here for the anime, though. I mean, I'm definitely here for the anime. I'm a big ol' anime fan. Looks like now the enemies are starting to get a little bit kinkier. I say that, but I'm still, like, just chewing through everything. They should have made G-Leave skin a kimono? Do you think so? Personally, I would like to see a kimono general skin. That would be pretty nice for the next patch, I think. When's the Gooner update coming out? What do you mean the Gooner update? What are we looking for? Maybe Truth Brother, Zero Judgment here. I watch a lot of anime, but I'm not like a anime fan in my book. Ah. Well, I'm definitely an anime fan. I think I've really been one almost my whole life. Ever since I was a wee little lad. It's coming out JP and this is the CN region? Yeah. Pretty sure, yeah. Which goes into that. Y'all seem to have so much fun. Oh. We've all got our own preferences and stuff. That's what makes the world fun. And people fun, because everybody's got their own unique tastes. You're here to escape from gacha? Nice. I was already pretty solidly out of gacha. I wasn't really looking at every single new release with rabid intent. Wu was really the only one I'm planning on keeping up with from here on out. Ever since Pyrus was a little kiddie, he watched anime. A little kid. Gosh. I wonder what it's gonna be like once I start hitting level caps with her. I asserted that all gacha is the first unethical video game genre, created specifically to manipulate people in a predatory and unhealthy way. I swore I'd play gacha if there was one that had no MTX attached to it, so here I am. Then they made it Warframe, which is my favorite game for a long while before they got bought. Oh, okay. So this is kind of like a perfect storm for you. I mean, Loki, it was kind of like a perfect storm for me, too. It definitely came a long way since the betas. I remember seeing it during the betas, and I was, like, really unimpressed, but... Now, since it came out and after it came out, like, with every subsequent patch, it's just been getting better and better in my book. I have not gotten Julia's skin yet. Julia's Lol, I've already played it for hundreds of hours. Same. I've put several thousand in already, and... Well, not several thousand. It's, more than 1,000, and I'm probably on my way to a second 1,000. Was out of gacha for a decent amount, and then Woo 3.0 and a math story happened. I was like, take my effing money. Yeah. It's kinda how it is with me too, and Woo was just like, it's just a bit, it's just a good yen, and I'm willing to give it my money because of that. Feel like the game needed another half year of development? I can agree with that. At the very least, just to get a lot of, like, the structure stuff done. Because it is very clear that a lot of things were rushed ahead. But that, of course, was outside of the developer's hands, so I can't really blame them for that. You could hear me out. We can play while they develop it. Yep. That too. I mean, honestly, 1.0 is kind of like an open beta for so many games now. And I am honestly having a blast exploring every single new update as it comes out. Oh my gosh. minute 40. These are honestly some of the fastest theater clears I've done so far. Yep. It really does feel like they are heavily reinvesting into this game, which gives me a lot of hope, because I was getting similar stuff from Wuthering Waves when it was still pretty early into its development too. Are there weapon buffs? How back are we? I mean, let me just deactivate my ult real quick and I can show you. It's just like, my abilities aren't reaching these enemies, and this is what the weapon itself is doing. Okay? No ult active. No ability damage at all. This is just all the weapon. So, yeah, I'd say we're pretty back. We paid to test the game. The game's free though. The game is literally free. You don't have to pay a single cent. What new demon wedges are best for rhythm? Winspo Morale if no electro support. Winspo Volition if you do have an electro support running the Winspo Morale. And the Volition centerpiece. This is the Silent Sower. It's a pretty cracked weapon overall. It's all in the wedges, right? Well, yeah. But I mean, frankly, you could say that about the characters as well. I mean, try putting suboptimal wedges on a character and see how well they fare in endgame. About the Psyche skin and BP? Well, I mean, that's what you decided to put your money in. I mean, you didn't have to buy the Psyche skin and BP. I mean, it'd be like saying, hey, we're testing a new theater out, or movie theater out. And you can come watch a movie for free to test out the theater. But if you want popcorn and a drink, you'd have to pay extra. Or, well, not extra. You'd have to pay. That's like saying, oh, it's not a... Like, they're paying... Or we have to pay them to test out their movie theater. No, you're paying them for the popcorn. Looks like Melee only gets about 60% damage. Yeah, Melee has not received a major overhaul. We do get the new stance wedges for Melee, which is going to be a 50% like total damage increase to those Melee stance wedges. But that, along with the new 60% damage increasing wedge from range, or yeah, range wedge that applies to melee weapons, is the only other one. But the range weapons are really strong now. Which was... I'm really happy because range weapons were struggling significantly more than melees were. This theater is so easy, WTF? Yeah. New rhythm build when? I could probably put out a video on, like, new rhythm update. Yeah, there's honestly so much stuff to cover. What's for lunch? I had chicken. Map kind of bad, you can't sprint? Yeah, I think that we need, like, a constant boost for the maps. That'd be really nice. Imagine we'll get mountain missions before too long, probably some way to make them faster, and hopefully compete with Piercing Ascent. That would be wonderful. They play Warframe, they're scared of melee. Well, we should be getting more melee wedges in the next patch. At least if they follow up with a wedge release in the same vein as these ranged wedges. Oh, the auto wave feature needs its timer faster? I disagree. I feel like the auto wave feature should be noticeably slower than playing the game. Holy moly. This Duet Night Abyss. Who the fuck doing all that in Duet Night Abyss? Rhythm. 60% damage plus resolve being available on every element looks like. Yeah. Though you would really only use resolve, like... You'd really only want to consider it for Pyro, Lumino, and Animo. I don't think the, frankly, only... I mean, maybe Tabith might want it? If you're running, like, a weapon build on Tabith? Kedra got a huge buff because he can use Resolve now? Yeah. Which they made Helix jump faster, so piercing ascent feels less mandatory? Yeah, I agree. Is this Carpenter Brut? No. This is, Zerg Roller. But... absolute W for knowing who Carpenter Blood is. I'm a big fan of that guy. Is there point amounts? Is they're slow? They're for fun right now. I mean, if you want to ride around the pig, you can. And they are a nice boon to casual players who don't just want a piercing ascent everywhere. Might be worth using, but I really wish the base stats weren't so abysmal. Well, apparently what's going on with a lot of the base multipliers for stuff in the game is that some of the items and characters, especially a lot of the 1.0 stuff, was ported poorly from like a previous version because they had to rush things ahead to launch, and as such, it's made it practical. Well, yeah, practically impossible to change stuff without breaking it. But from what I heard, they are looking into fixing it as soon as possible, and they did fill in a new position or that should be helping with that. Hello, why using that weapon? Silent Sower, because it deals crazy damage. Will my theater tickets reset? Nope. Before Lumino and Umbro were the dedicated weapon elements, Electro was actually the best. I mean, I can frankly kind of see why. I mean, it's got morale, rhythm's really just great with weapons overall. So, yeah, I can believe that. So nice Lumino can actually use weapons now? Yeah. I mean, frankly, all elements can really make use of weapons. Of course, some will have strengths over others. If you do have good access to Morale or Resolve, that will be a big boost. But without that, it'll be more difficult for you to get good damage, or, well, as good of a damage to the other elements. Why not X-Crez Duo? Because it doesn't deal as much damage. I literally have finished everything and have nothing left to do in Arknight's Enfield, and I see an ad about this game. Seriously think about giving it a try. Any ideas how it runs on mobile? It doesn't run great on mobile. If you've got a good mobile device, you'll be fine, but if it's a few years old or a lower end one, it probably won't run crazy well. Oh, drink water? Okay. Let's see. Time for my teas. Have a nice afternoon, everyone. Especially you, Mr. Streamer. Have fun. Well, have a good rest going, Burr. Hope to see you later.
Purple wedges can be are safely sacrificed from the weekly reforge. I'd say extra signature wedges after you have 50, like a +10 signature, all maxed out. And the Gleaming Glimmers, you can pretty safely do that as well. And anything that you have, I'd say, more than 200 of. Let's see. What wedges do you need to make morale worth on rhythm? What do you mean morale worth? What button is to sell secret letters? You have to go to the secret letter menu, and there will be a button, I believe in the bottom right, that allows you to sell them. Or sell it, yeah, any secret letter. It runs good enough to AFK farm on a Pixel 8, which is not very new. Well, yeah, but if you're... There's a difference between like, using it as a supplementary device and using it as your main device. Yeah, same deal here. Like, my phone runs it okay, it doesn't run it great. I would not want to, like, play it as... Like, play the game on it. Morale over skill intensity? Yeah, typically. Oh. Well... Yeah, typically you'd want morale over the skill intensity stuff, especially when you're running mixed builds, which you frankly should be running mixed attack builds on Rhythm now. Because it is just kind of that strong. The game just isn't comfortable to play in mobile IMO, regardless of performance. Yeah, its control scheme definitely lends it more towards PC. Mouse and keyboard. Do you know what victory posture is and what appears when a commission is completed? Well, the victory posture is like the MVP screen that they showed off in one of the trailers. Currently, they're only available as a part of the Gacha Prism Shop. And it's only after you've acquired one of the, like, 50 Prism emotes, so it's not really something that you can really, or it is reasonable to obtain right now. I really recommend PC since you can at least change the config files to look below spec. Yep. Mobile, you're out of luck without a GigaChad gaming phone. Yeah. And it works on Linux now, so that is a real treat. I mean, it's worked on Linux since the Steam release, so that's good. What made this ranged weapon good after the update? Wasn't the skill intensity one best in slot for Rhythm? It's very simple. They added new ranged wedges that are now really, really strong. That make ranged weapons really, really good. So now it's gonna be much better to run a mixed build on Rhythm. Because you can very easily E-spam and range attack spam with this. Pure skill for AFK, mix for active, got it? Yep. "50-50 loss, starting to feel like a tradition." Oof. Range weapons, fixed builds, mixed. True? This guy's spitting. Can I explain what makes Silent Sower so strong? Yes. It has a very high damage multiplier for the... And it's like a single shot weapon. So you're able to get the majority of its damage out in every single shot as you do either a melee attack cancel or an E cancel. So I mean, that's like me melee attack canceling. Obviously, the E canceling is a little bit better because her E's also deal crazy amounts of damage. Before any cheat, just work to that. Any work, you might have to run with some startup arguments. Yeah. Song is fire? Yup. PGR's got some great music. I'm talking about you, Fyra? Oh. What's starting to feel like tradition? With me, at least. Like, you losing your 50-50? Ignoring my health? Oh. Where was it? Must have gotten buried somewhere. It didn't pop up in chat at all. I'm sorry, man. Chat's been kind of active today. It did pop up on my stream overlay? Oh, okay. I didn't wind up seeing it in my chat window. I'm sorry, man. So the big chunks of damage to bosses is mainly from your ranged weapon, or where you say it's a mix of E and weapon damage? I'd say it's a mix of both. I'd say the E and the weapon are doing comparable amounts of damage. And it cancels very well with each other. And of course there's the ult running the entire time. And the melee cancels are going to get even better when we get more attack speed with our melee weapons. Well, I'm not mad either way. Or am I? Oh no. I'm a Blackie upset. What am I going to do? Your DNA is using 25 gigs of... Jeez, what? How many gigs is it using? Okay, it's only using 5 for me. Actually... Oh yeah, it's only using 5. That was my browser using up... Jeez, 7 gigs? I definitely have to start closing some tabs. Something might be wrong with your game. Yeah, try restarting it. Yes, I've encountered a Genomon with that piece in the wild. I actually got it in like the first week of the game. Dude, I'm chewing through these theaters. Holy crap. Act 24, a minute 53! I'm close again on level cap, and I'm clearing these in 2 minutes! Holy crap, I'm gonna get this Genomon milk before I know it! This has been like the easiest theater I've ever done. Yo, we got Yuzla! The rate of 23 viewers! Yo, Yuzla, how are things going with you? Having a great time with the new update? Rhythm's busted. Yeah. 23 trillion raiders! Yeah! Let's make some noise! So, what do you feel about in prioritizing in Duet Night Abyss at first? Someone show him the clip? Oh, what clip? Can't wait to see. For the support, keep ult up 24/7, easy peasy. Yep. You did funny haha pull? Oh, did you get like a double or like a 50 prism? It's pretty big if you did. I was like, let me just use the only 110 pull. Oh, you got an early base. Yeah, I'm hoping to get like a 50 prism drop. Now you usually use pink? Nice. I hope that they add a business skin, like a business suit skin. There's a general skin pretty soon, like maybe next update or the one after that. But also like a maid skin, as a maid and butler skin. And since we're getting 2 skins, or 2 general skins this update, you know, that is kind of opening up the door to getting even more. Maid? Yes, please. Alright, what do you think of rhythm gameplay now? Think it's a little bit crazy? Yeah, it's zooming! That health bar is getting chewed on. I'm gonna be getting, like, all the theater done in, like, an hour. I mean, honestly, low-key, I might grind up to Act 100 just because I can. Stock or pre-farm a ton of mementos this update. Just so that subsequent theaters that come out, I can instantly get all the weapon letters. So, and the Genomon milk. And then I just do up to stage 36 to pre-farm the next one. How much does the school skin cost? Well, you can get one from the Battle Pass for $10. And there's also a discounted one, which I think would also be around that price point. Well, I say it's from the Battle Pass for $10, it's $10 additional from the Battle Pass. So if you get the Battle Pass and then get, you know, the $10 plus version, you'll get the skin as a part of that. Along with other goodies. By the way, got Smelt 4 and G Lee's weapon. Huge! Is 36 what you need for milk plus weapons? Yep. You need to go to 18 to get all the weapon letters, and 36 for the milk. You can get the skin for MC for 99 cents. Yep. As you do with all the general skins. 6 away from I3G Liu, they tease you. Aww. Oh, I bought the shard passes, so I'm gonna be getting my I3 pretty solidly. The Dragon Mount has 50% flying speed, lol. Yeah, but it also can't dash, and if speed is that big of a factor for you, I mean, enough said with that, I feel. Alright. Okay, what act am I on the theater right now? Oh my gosh, I got into dance break. Another great thing about mixed rhythm is that with this you'll be stacking up a ton of stance break because of its explosive power. Dragon is for drip? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, hold on. It's pings.
Alright. Oh, looks like there's exploration available in Demon Wedge. Well, that was actually at the start of the hour. It's almost gone and dusted. I'm already almost done with theater for the reset. Yep. Not a big factor. It looks cool, but it's not only cosmetic. It feels bad going on with the other mounts that are just slower. I mean, you can dash with the other mounts, so that does kind of make up with the speed, I'm pretty sure. At least from the little bit that I've seen. Linny still doesn't let you comfortably shoot after casting it. That's unfortunate. Ugh. I wonder if that was an intentional change? I'm not sure. But you don't really need to use the E that much in her ults regardless, so... I don't really... It hasn't really affected my lane gameplay that much. It doesn't impact her much, but there's no reason Rhythm's passive stat increases skill range. I agree. I was talking about it yesterday. It has, like, zero effect on her whatsoever. It is, frankly, ridiculous. I mean, like, giving a skill duration passive to Sybil when she doesn't have a single thing that can scale duration. I used it to dodge Hellfire stuff in Maze. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really needed to use it to dodge Hellfire stuff. I kind of am just able to tank that pretty quickly. Need to make skill range affect her E somehow? That would be nice, at least. Or making it so that her additional, like, damage AoE from her introns is affected by skill range, but I don't know how they can really go about doing that. Well, could be getting like 2.5 minute clears at level cap with my rhythm, honestly. She's absolutely annihilating everything. So this weapon's good on rhythm? Oh, hell yeah, it is. It's still honestly so crazy. This is Act 27. I'm still getting 2-minute clears. If you don't dodge her, if she hooks you, you get stuck in the animation. Yeah, that's right. That move. I mean, most of the time I wind up killing Hellfire before she even does that move. I kind of forgot about that. Personally don't agree with buffing Rhythm's most powerful effect even more. She doesn't really need it. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm just, like, adding on to just making it useful for anything, really. New Electro Morale or Intensity wedges for Rhythm. Which one to pick? Think you would advance? Morale. At least until, or unless you're running a support on Rhythm, that, or electro support on Rhythm, but there isn't really a good electro support that's worth more than Fina or Fushu, so it's pretty much just morale. And same thing with Ji Liu, you'd run the morale until you get an electro support on her, but unlike Rhythm, Yu Ming is going to be good for, or optimal for Ji Liu. Alright. I'm gonna be really curious to see how Summit's gonna turn out. Because I know Ji Liu's really strong, but I wonder how she's really gonna compare to Rhythm. Cheers. Cheers indeed. Alright. Oh, maybe I should stop theater at around, like, stage 30? I'm almost there. I might as well go all the way to 36. Though it really depends on what coverts are available. If there's, like, weapon and character coverts available, I should definitely get my GBU stuff ready. Or push through. But I am gonna have to do a couple mazes for money. Maybe even 3 mazes. Luckily they fixed the tech skip in maze. Was Sagi doing this much damage in theater before? Oh my gosh, after he gets broken, it's just absolutely over. Holy crap. I did 49! Dude. And I don't even have my Winspo and Centerpiece leveled up yet. My Centerpiece is +5 and my Winspo is +7. Of course, just about everything else is maxed out. I mean, my Typhons is +8 as well. Yeah, theater is currently kind of bugged. Yeah, I do know about that. Like, the weaknesses are getting doubled up, and the resistances are also getting doubled up. So, I know I'm doing, like, a disproportionately large amount of damage compared to what it should be. Tech safe is kind of finally fixed. TNA's strongest bug. Yup. Which means we can finally bam through text better in maze. Yeah, I know about the off-element characters dealing 0 damage as well. It's unfortunate. But with, you know, inversely, it also kind of means that you really just need to have basically a minimum level investment on the featured element, and it's just a breeze. Definitely chewing through this as quickly as I possibly can. But it does make it a little bit unfortunate, because that means I can't really do proper tests on level cap stuff right now. I really wish there was a way to fight level cap bosses. Or at least an enemy that has health bars similar to Summit. I have fitted DPS build easy money. Yeah, I'm planning on having a DPS Fita build ready for future theaters now. I'm gonna get my Fita I6. Absolutely just chewing through Hellfire. Golly. Alright. Oh, we've got about 6 more minutes until the
next Cobra Commission reset, and then I'll have to check that out. See what all's going on with it. Because if I'm able to dump my Zhiliu letters there, as well as my Zhiliu weapon letters, then that would be perfect. Yeah, I'm almost at level cap, and these enemies are still getting absolutely demolished. What a crazy bug. Alright. Oh, I do hope that this stuff gets fixed sooner rather than later, but I do also know that Lunar New Year just also happened, so... I think devs might be under mandatory vacation time. I don't really know how things function in China. Though, they definitely for sure need a break, and I wouldn't really say that any of the bugs that we've experienced thus far have been, like, really game-breaking. I mean, it's not like there's some weird stuff going on with acquisition of new characters. Ugh. Dude, I am just chewing through everything. Holy crap. I know I keep saying it, but it's just still so... so insane to me that I... Ugh. I need to take a step back from there for a moment. I'll probably do a maze. I'm newer to Duet Night Abyss and don't know what builds would be able to clear theater. Any suggestions? Rhythm's gonna be excellent for clearing the current theater, and you can get her from the Covert Commission shop. Same thing with Lisbel and Lady Nightfall. And I have builds for all of them available on my channel. Oh, Kobo is playing. I wonder if he's streaming it too. If he is streaming it, I think I'll raid him later. Alright. Oh, that's the seasonal inspiration. And... man, just like one more level and then I've got a couple more Twilight Treads. Sweet. Man, I got at least a pretty solid 300k coins. So maybe I could get away with only one... well, actually, no. Yeah, I definitely want to be able to get away with just one maze run. It's got to be at least two. They had a micro patch already and keep updating bug lists in the newsletter and games. Seems to be working. Yeah, I'd imagine that they've got a few people there at the very least to make sure that, like, the worst stuff gets fixed. I mean, I remember some people having an issue with something to do with the auto-continue using books, even if they hadn't set books before. And that was fixed, like, so fast. It was fixed before, like, I'm pretty sure before this, even this morning. Getting characters' voices back after so long feels so nice. Yeah. I'm so glad I can turn character voice back on. Cool, thanks for the response, will do. You are welcome. You don't think so? Don't think so about what? The auto continue bug, always managed to catch it before it went through, thankfully? Yep. Really happy to see that one just vanished. Because I saw one of my friends get kind of screwed with that one. Just spamming out like several purple books from that. Well, I have been acquiring quite the surplus of purple books, all things considered. I haven't really spent very many purple books in a good bit. I'm saving a lot of them for Bountiful Day, but I just keep getting more. So I wound up spending a few for wedges early on this patch, just to get through that a little bit faster. But I do think I should start saving them again. You don't think so? Just like 20 minutes ago, it burnt a bunch of books on auto? Oh, jeez. I thought I saw it in the fixed bugs patch list on their bulletin this morning. Alright. Purple artifact, man. Just give me that one. Unfortunate. Undying Flint, Afterglow. Give the artifact. Melee weapon damage. I don't need that on my psyche. Alright. I'll say, I'm really happy to see all the cosmetic updates that we got this update. Man, I definitely hope that we keep getting more. Especially being able to color base skins for characters. I really hope that's something that's being pushed for. At least internally being pushed for. I know there's a lot of demand for it from us. It does kind of suck to have hair dyeing, but only if your character has a limited skin. And only the hairstyle of that limited skin. Unfortunately, it does seem that Subject 47 still has his immediate faces in Mystic Maze. Ah, please give us Mystic Maze update. Next patch. I need Mystic Maze update. Next patch. Alright. I didn't wind up getting any Penitence Knight. It definitely feels like they made the Penitence Knight more rare. I am definitely noticing more runs where I just don't get that artifact set, like, at all. Alright. And both those, like, damage reduction from my skill and I think my ranged weapon as well, because I think I got both melees and no other damage increases. That's definitely hurting me a lot. Man, this is gonna be a situation where I'm completely out of sanity and resources. So now I just have to get thrashed around until I lose all my HP. Alright. Come on. Put me to 0 already. Alright, there we go. And now I have everything back. I've not had to pull a maneuver like that in a good bit. Hey, Anonymous! Also, it's Panics! Elbow! Hello! Alright, well, hours passed, so now it's time to check out covert commissions. Let's see if it's character or weapon explode. Got Tammy as well, still. Well, Anonymous, there's currently a bug going on with the immersive theater where weaknesses and resistances are doubled up. So that means if you're using one of the featured elements, you're gonna be doing a crazy amount more damage than you would normally. So if you want to get some theater done easily, now's your opportunity. Alright, let's see. That's Armory Combat Covert. Alright, it's X1 weapon. No, really good because I've got a lot of weapon letters. I think right now I'm just gonna go for Delia's weapon and Orient Yor. You got the dragon panics? Well, I'm glad for you. I think I'm probably gonna skip the dragon. I don't have that kind of money. And I think if I did, I'd probably get a couple other upgrades to my setup before that. Or just save it for future cosmetics. I don't really need a dragon. Alright, got the silver piece right off the bat. Is the grind to TR65 worth it just to have secret letter clues for wedge grinding? Yep. It is absolutely worth it. I practically never have to secret letter clue farm ever. I get basically everything I need from farming my other stuff and spending my secret letter clues. That and you also get an attack and defense buff, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, be wise in spending. Yep. Spends more. Plus, I also just like having everything maxed out. Every character, every weapon. It is going to be pretty nice just having, like, all my wedge sets are going to be plus 10 by the end of this update. Guaranteed. I was kind of feeling like I'd be closing in on that last update. I mean, honestly, I was closing in on it previous update, but this update with the 2 bountiful days, it's going to be literally guaranteed. And I'm going to be getting to a point where the only thing that I'm really spending my manuals on is essentially just prepping for the future or leveling up characters and building characters that I don't even need to. Oh yeah, when did we get the first Bountiful Day? On the 20th, it should be. And the next Bountiful Day should be on the 20th of the month after. I'm going to use the first Bountiful Day to get the stuff I need for my Windspo Volitions, and the next one I'm just going to be pre-farming for the next updates Windspos. And I'm going to be using my 600% on Wedge defense like I usually do. I might go for blueprints first. But I still have a lot of elemental wedges to get. Sweet, there's the blueprint. On the 9! There's no story quest this update? No main story quest. There's side quests, but no main story. It is a filler patch in terms of story. Try and see Gigli in theater and you feel like a Papega? You don't really know how to play her yet? If you need a Gigli guide, I've got one on my channel. Should give you the full rundowns of all the basics as well as her optimal weapon and wedge sets. I'll get the bronze piece. You'll check it later? Okay. Splendid. Definitely does look like there's been a pretty decent uptick of interest for the new update. Viewership has gotten a pretty nice uptick, all things going around. Though, I imagine it's gonna be even crazier in the following updates, where there's actual, like, real big flashy stuff happening. Oh, your Twitch chat scrolled up to the top end of it? That's crazy. I mean, if 1.3 does a similar amount of things for Duet Night Abyss, compared to, like, 1.3 did to Wuthering Waves, then bright days are going to be ahead of us. And then, of course, we have everything else new coming out afterwards. Because, like, 1.3 is going to be the end of their, like, original schedule. I mean, at 1.4 and beyond is going to be all new stuff. Is the Gigli built on YC same as Rhythm as well? I'd say probably. I don't know. Rhythm might be in a situation. I will have to go into some really deep calculations for Rhythm, because unlike Gigli, she doesn't have all of her damage in one source. Rhythm is running mixed weapon damage and skill damage build. So, I imagine she's still going to be using her signature, but I have to really determine if, like, 3 morales or 4 morales is going to be the play on her.
I'm pretty sure Fushu's just gonna be the best no matter what, because she's gonna be a really good amp to her skill damage. But I don't really know about the Wedge setup. And Fushu also provides a morale buff. Should spam morale secret letter? Yeah, at least get 3 plus 10 morales. 3-1 is definitely going to be, like, the safest build to go for with her. Open pan pulls a crow for this game. You can sense the passion. IMO come from how they talk in their notices. Yeah. I mean, you can just frankly sense the passion from how they've updated the game. I mean, my everything new in 1.2 video, I kept listing stuff and I didn't even cover everything. Like, I was trying to be as brief as possible, and it was still just, like, so overwhelming with all the new additions. And this is all 4 months into the game. Those are good. It's just the investors that are pushing bad monetization. Yep. Give Decabear full creative control. That is my wish. Where do we find reputation? You should be able to find it in the normal pause menu. Let Decabear cook. He wants to buff Veronica, and I say let him. Well, of course, you know, that's more of a coding issue. Like, a gacha skin is fine, but let's buy the other stuff. Yeah. Prism Shop is 100% like the bigger issue to me compared to the gacha skin itself. Not really a fan of the Prism Shop. Would very much rather everything be direct purchase. Do I need rhythm builds, urgents, and no one's uploading? Well, okay, like, I tried telling you that it's basically just the same setup as before. It's just with the Windsbone, the centerpiece updated, but like, it really is just the same setup that I had before with the new centerpiece and Windsbone. Like, I can just show it to you right now. There. 3 morales, 1 volition, Winspo, volition. Obviously, when it comes to, like, hyper min-maxing stuff, like, I'm gonna have to do some deeper calculations, but for right now, this is just gonna be what you're gonna want to use. And similar deal with the Silent Sower that I was using in the theater. Again, I'm gonna have to go into some deeper calculations to find out what, like, the full min-max of this is gonna be. But this is probably gonna be fine, at least to start out. And you don't need to worry about anything for the melee weapon. Oh yeah, and I should start crafting Eternal Farewell. Yeah, you can do 2 morale, 2 volition, but especially on, well, on Jiliu, prior to Yuming, that will be the best. Well, no, after you get Yuming, that'll be the best. Prior to that, it's going to be 3 morale, 1 volition, and same thing on Rhythm. Though Rhythm, I don't think would use Yuming anyway. Alright. Well, let me get the rest of these letters stumped. What Winspo should I get? Volition or morale? Get morale first. Volition will really only be useful later. Thanks a lot. You're welcome, Sunny Boy.
Yeah. I mean, normally it's balanced out by having the Volition be typically a lot stronger in potency compared to the morale, but the amount that you get from the Winspo is pretty comparable, which is kind of wacky. I mean that the morale is definitely going to be the better one of the two to prioritize. Of course, you want to get both regardless, it's just morale first. And I should definitely get a few Orient Yours as well. Especially because I can high investment, or put high investment in my Kesho comfortably now. Because I got a pretty sizable influx of, what's it called? Twilight Treads. Do you think I could go to Wave 99 and never look at the screen? Sorry for being annoying. If you've got a good enough build, yeah. Oh. I got that blueprint pretty late, so it's going to be a toss-up whether or not I get S1 or S2 on the weapon for her. How'd everyone doing end up doing the last summit? Y'all like it overall? I wound up getting, I think, 16th overall on NA. Could have gotten better, but I didn't grind the events as much as I could have. But I'm doing a lot better this time around. And I'm a big fan of the events. Cannot wait for the next summit. Is excavation worth it at all for the goals of the late stages? Or no? I don't know. It'll probably be worth it, time-wise, if you're doing it at multiplayer and are using books. Outside of that, I'm not sure. Our screens are identical. Oh, we're doing the same thing. Explode on weapon. Yes, we know the next summon element is going to be Electro. It is confirmed. Alright. Hope I get Chiliu weapon S2. Because this is a really strong sword. Nice ended up at number 26. Didn't make it enough time to prep for a higher push. Yeah. It unfortunately got really busy for me during that week. So I wound up like hardly playing the game at all. I'm going to be doing a lot of wedge maxing these coming days. Me too. I mean, it's frankly a little bit silly to me how quickly I got through a lot of the wedge stuff, mostly because I pre-farmed a lot. I just have to push through and get the centerpieces ranked up now. And a bit more of the Winspos. What's better for rhythm, the skill intensity scythe with the crit damage katana? I mean, if you're using the katana for weapon damage, then sure, that one. But if you're not using it for... If you're not dealing damage with the katana, then, I mean, the skill intensity scythe would obviously be better. Frankly, I would much rather recommend the ranged weapons in the current state of the game, because it functions a lot better with Rhythm's kit, if you're looking to do damage. Especially since I misunderstood the timing of the event. I totally thought there was another week to try and rank. Ooh. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, it looks like I only wound up getting one additional blueprint for Shiliu's weapon. That's unfortunate. Let's see, I got it on the 9, and I guess that means it took 14 letters to get the next one? Jeez. Oh well. I'll get the rest of the smelts when it becomes a weekly next. And that'll be a few more resets. The next summon element is Fina. I mean, isn't every summon element Fina? It'll definitely be interesting seeing how the leaderboards turn out this time around, because between the weapon buffs, all the new characters, and Electro Element in general, as well as Fina now, because of the weapon buffs, it's gonna be real wacky to see how things turn out. Yes, but shush? Ah, okay. I gotta keep it quiet. Hush, hush. Also, what's a good method to farm secret letters? Exploration, typically the best. Jeez, that was really close to getting another copy of Orient Yor. I think Orient Yor was one of the weapons that I needed to get extra letters up for the weapon component. I mean, if you do level 10 exploration and with rhythm and just sit in the spot where I am right now, then that'll be a great way to farm secret letters. I might have purchased too many Orient Yor letters for what I might wind up needing. So Gat, did you see the school skin has a gun holster? Yes, I did, and it has a gun inside of that holster. Gotta stay strapped. Is the skill damage dual pistol or the attack pistol better for rhythm? And why I found confusing determining what's better? The attack pistol will typically be better. Between Fushu and the new centerpiece. The crit damage passive from those daggers go to Keijo? Yes, because it's a stat that applies to the weapon, and Keijo inherits all weapon stats. So, yes, it'll apply to Keijo. You want to use it to give Fina shoes, and I accidentally give her a firearm? Well, Fina with a firearm, pretty fun, I think. I think it's pretty based, all things considered. Hardcore hub on his skin, apparently. You're going back to class right now! Alright, let me reset. Yeah, I only got one additional blueprint. That's unfortunate. Listen, 30 stage on rhythm with Fushu plus Shiliu's sports. Easiest theater this time. Oh yeah, it's so easy right now. Did I get the dragon? No. Why is it so pricey? I guess the higher ups wanted a really expensive mount for some reason. I mean, hey, they're making money off of it, so I guess it's working out in their favor. I was gonna use chorus on her, but for the immersion, but I have to use a single pistol, so entropic it is. Oh. Well, entropic is definitely better than chorus prior to max melt chorus. Though, with the new weapon wedges, it might be a bit tighter. Considering, well, the multi-shot and crit rate that chorus gives itself is not going to be as much of a boost compared to what the Wedge is giving now. Yeah, Panic's got a dragon. Okay, why I never feel so weak and high level. IMO repo, maybe it's because of my build? It could be because of your build. Or your investment level. Of course, it is better than Entropic on 4 enemies or less, but most of the endgame is AoE. Yeah. Definitely significantly better on single target. Though, Entropic has much better animation cancels, so if you're making use of those, it'll wind up being crazier. Alright. But 60 to 80% overcrit's yummy. It is so yummy. And just imagine what's gonna happen if we wind up getting even more crit support. Because that'll start pushing weapons even crazier. Is the auto doing an extra wave than what I put it, or is it just me? I think the timer at the end of that is to, like, take you out of the commission. But I'm not sure. I haven't let it run out like that. Wait, so I never bothered learning how the entropic animation cancel worked? Basically, you just hold down the fire button and then rapidly click attack. That's how it works. Attack speed on both matters, but it matters significantly more for the melee weapon. 4 plus 10 Scorch, 1 plus 10 Nirvana, plus 10 Wildfire, plus 10 Duel, and plus 8 Typhon Morale. Okay. Well, sounds like you've got pretty much a perfect setup on your Rifle, at least for a morale scaling setup. Though, I have heard that Resolve Rifle isn't the greatest right now with the support she's running. Or at least the what's supposed to be the optimal supports for her, so we'll have to see how that turns out. It's not like there's more than one constant or consistent source of melee attack speed. Yeah. It also, the melee type matters too. I'm pretty sure the regular sword has the fastest hit, like one-hit animation. Which definitely does work out pretty well, because that's also the attack percent weapon for the melee. And that's currently the only melee weapon in the game that can buff ranged weapons. And it technically buffs your abilities as well. Jade beat it out? It could? I was talking about like weapon archetypes, but like 50% attack speed from Jade might be enough to beat out the like animation speed. It is only going to be getting about 30% more attack speed. Or, well, not 30%, 30 more attack speed. I guess 0.3. Shoot up 15 waves, it stopped at 16, so that's odd, but not the biggest heal? Okay. Because not like Luminotech's not already oversaturated. Yeah. Well, I mean, not quite so much anymore, because we're running Resolve on Lumino now. So it should only be about as saturated as it is on other elements. Which what? Do you use the Universal Weapon Smelt on new character weapon? GVUs? I mean, it really depends on how good she is in Summit. I imagine she's gonna be really strong in the Summit. But that weapon in general is just going to be really good for all morale scaling. It's up in the air with the new ranged wedges. The Resolve ranged wedge is like a 30% DPS blocks. Yeah! I'm gonna have to do some stat calculations to see exactly how everything turns out, because both the Resolve stuff and the new range wedges complicate things. Because we're now in a situation where it's like, okay, do we use this as like an ability engine for some units, or do we use this for like just damage? Hello everyone, how does that health lowering wedge actually work? Is it just on any kill? It's on any hit. I would wait for 1.3, wink. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm really excited to see how things turn out. Builds are gonna be getting just crazier and crazier from here on out, from what it seems. And I am all here for it. I mean, frankly, I think it would be awesome to just be putting out, like, 2 new builds a week. If I can keep up a pace like that. I kind of said that Wings Inspo getting power crept. I mean, it's just getting replaced by a more specific version per element. I mean, it's kind of like the base Blaze Phoenix Wedge getting power crept by a, or power crept by a Covenanters. So you're only plus 10? Well, it is a very easy to obtain wedge, all things considered. The only thing you have to target farm is the blueprint itself. And there are still other characters in the game that will need the Wings Inspo until they get their own elemental Wings Inspo. Oh, which character are we talking about for Entropic / Chorus? Well, I'm just talking about in general. I will say most units will probably wind up preferring the Entropic, but there are some that can make better use of the Chorus. At least in single target scenarios. Have I tried G-Liu perma AFK field to compare to Rhythm? Not yet. I currently do not have G-Liu unlocked on my account. There isn't a character expo available, though that might change at 5. Jeez, I've already been streaming for 2.5 hours. Time really flew. Golly. Hey, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Currently just spending my weapon letters right now. Got my Jiu weapon letters all spent up, and now I'm getting my Oriet Yor letters spent, trying to get more blueprints for this. Currently sitting at 3, so I only need 2 more blueprints. I can sit on the Hellfire Greatsword blueprint for a bit, because I don't have enough of the materials to even craft it, and I don't have any desire to really smelt it yet. I'm only going to be doing it for XP, because I have, frankly, negative reasons to play Hellfire currently. Other than just it for being for fun, but I have other things that I have to do that's more fun. Yep, I know you can convert weapon mats now. It's pretty big. It'd be nice if I get the last 2 Oriet Yor blueprints in this exploration. I do have a pretty good chance of doing that. Would it be smarter to go for a max melt Jiu weapon or I6 if attempting triple S next event? I6 first, if you're planning on bringing Jiu. The weapon smelts will be great, but the introns will be more impactful. I think I'm planning on spending 5 Twilight Treads on my Jiu, because though I could get away with only spending 4. At least if I get her fully I6. But I'd have to buy at least 2 introns for that. Probably gonna wind up being closer to 2.5. Not really so sure how about that I would be. Rain formerly known as Purple. Yes! Love this stage track. This is a ping. From who? Oh, it's from Dick. Okay. You are so good. Thank you. Wait a minute, if the next event gives 2 smelts again for free, you'll have 4 and can max melt her weapon anyways? Hell yeah. Yep. That'll be the dream. I'm planning on using my first weekly resets on the next month to go for like all the weapon letters for Jiu. And hopefully I'll have a good enough time with enough time during the summit to get another weekly reset in the middle of the month to get more Jiu introns. At least if Jiu winds up being the meta character for the event. Which, I'd say there's a good shot that she'll be. If I wind up only having to fully buy 1 intron on her, that would be nice. Obviously outright buying 0 introns, at least beyond the shard passes, would be nice. What?
My big dream is for Rhythm to be the meta character, and I'm just like E-spamming the whole way. Can I ask for what build you're running on Rhythm? It's the same build I have in my Ultimate Rhythm Guide, just updated with the new Wings Inspo Morale and the Volition Centerpiece. Love how much time we have to prepare. Yep, it's super nice. And each subsequent summit, I'm gonna have more and more options available between new Wedge releases and all the characters that I've built up in the game already. Because I'm planning on having I6 Fina by the end of this first half of the version. I've got our I3 right now, and I should only need like 2 or 2.5 more resets to get our I6. That's gonna be really nice. And then I'll probably spend any remaining claims on Fushi's weapon. And then, of course, second half, I can get GLU stuff. Alright. Closing in on this last blueprint. Let's see, when did I get the blueprint? It was on the 5. Okay, so just about a few more waves, and then I'll have all the Ori Yor blueprints I need. What element wedges do I hope they add for the next update? Lumino. Hope it's Lumino the next update. Because honestly, like, I don't really have a big demand to play Hydro characters right now. It's pretty much just Rebecca currently. When we get new melee wedges, Rebecca might be a bit more fun. And same thing with I6 Bushu. But I'm not really too crazy about Hydro currently. Lumino's definitely going to be a lot more fun to experiment with. And I don't think that Pyro or Umbra are really in the cards at all for that. Ah, there it is! Sweet. Alright, I'll do one more and pick up all the drops on the ground. Jeez, I had 11 letters left. My Giglio is going to be really strong after I get her. Because I've got all those wedges maxed out for her. Would not be Umbro since Camilla's coming? We don't know. I mean, the type of characters that they release at the start of the match has no bearing on what kind of wedges they're going to release. And we also don't even know what element that Camilla's gonna be. Or Suyi. So, that's all just speculation. They could make Camilla Animo for all we know. That would give people a real scare. Animo Camilla. Besides, if we're talking about future character element, Suyi's Lumino. Well, again, we do not know. It's all speculation. I've got 1,000,000 gold. I can start crafting my Ori at yours as well. And I can do a maze run real quick to get more gold. Need more track shifts crafted, though.
I've got the 4 that I need for Ji Liu, but I need more weapon track shifts. 7 is not enough for my plans right now. Let's see, out of all the melee or the ranged weapons that I want to upgrade, Entropic, obviously, Embla, also pretty obvious. Exile Thunderworm. So I need 2 Entropics, Embla, Exile Thunderworm. What else? What else? Destructo. And Sacrosanct Decree. It's like 6 at the very least. So that's gonna be like 30? 20? Probably closer to 20. Well, actually closer to 30 because I don't have any track shifts on my current Entropics. So, yeah. But I've already got most of my weapon curiosities satiated right now, so the character track shifts are going to be a bit more important. Especially because I need those for the centerpiece wedge. So I'm going to need 4 more for Ji Liu, and I'm going to need 18 more for the... or 18 total for the wedge, so that's 9 more track shifts total. And I can craft that at least 2. Gotta do a lot of mazes. Camilla has to be Umbro, like we only have 2 Umbros, and if the green girl is not green element to Animo, I'm dying. Oh, just because a character's a certain color does not mean that they are that element. I mean, Kaja's not Hydro, even though he's got a lot of blue. Again, they could really do anything they want when it comes to the elements. Fushu Lumino confirmed? Exactly. Fushu's white, she has to be Lumino. For some reason I thought I was fighting up a boss. Alright, Tone of Eternity Recurrence. Alright, give me the embers. Right, random gold artifact. That one. Boo. Okay. Now, hopefully I get Penitence Knights this run. That's no Penitence Knights, okay. It reminds me of when people were saying that Augusta is going to be fusion. Because she's got, like, orange, red hair and sun motifs. They can do anything, man. Alright, Book of Thistles. Give me a lamp wick. The green girl has to be Ados so I can finally play Psyche. But you could already play Psyche. You've already played Psyche. You've had your fun with Psyche. Surely you don't want more Psyche. Alright. Please give me Penitence Knight. Stop giving me garbage shops. At least this is defense ignore. Maybe one day I'll have like a really good time farming maze. Something I definitely don't like about Psyche Maze is how she'll just target those stupid immune traps on the ground. Alright. Oh, thank goodness, they're getting me a Penitence Knight. Alright. Random purple Lampwick. Okay, skill efficiency. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Right. Oh, it's all gold. Yes! Yes! Give me pen and Penitence Knight. Alright! Well, almost done with this, and it'll give me another almost million gold. If I had one more Penitence Knight, that would have been able to make the full set. Would have been an easy wash, even though it's already going to be a easy time. Let's just look at this crit profile. This guy's about to get eaten alive. Easy peasy. Oh, those artifacts are so strong. Alright. Well. Jeez. Well, I'm really hoping that I've got the capabilities to get to bed early tonight, because staying up till close to 3 AM last night definitely took a little bit out of me. There we go, got a million gold. Max Melt Fuchu weapon worth? I mean, if you're using Fuchu as a support, like, sure. It'll be given some more damage bonus to the whole team. It's decently valuable. And it helps with her stat thresholds, but of course, if you get her to I5 and level 12 skill, like, it's barely a factor. Filtered polymers. I can craft 4 of those pretty easily. I don't really have any ranged weapons that I need to craft right now, at least until I start going for 2 more max melt entropics, just because I can. By the way, I do think next patch Camilla will get skin, not Suyi. Rip me because you like her design more. Well, we'll see. But yeah, I do think that Camilla will probably be the one that they pick. But who knows, maybe they're gonna start doing some more unique stuff when it comes to the skins going forward. I wouldn't say to really count on it, but again, things could change and improve. Fenrir's Fervor. It's gonna be something that I need to get crafted later, but it's not too important right now. At least not more important than my other wedges and my characters. Do some more donations. Alright, let's see. Just gonna donate the enemy materials primarily. Two, three, 4. Probably would be good to go across the world and get the other material to donate, but I'm not about to do that right now. 2, 3. I can do that. There we go. Weekly reputation cap hit. There we go. I got my flight license. Splendid. Lock flight. Reputation perk Ice Lake. Sweet. Oh, apparently there's gonna... Oh wait, that's probably just new regions. Okay. I guess this means that they're planning 2 new regions soon? My goofy freaking pig. What weapon would you recommend using with a DPS I6 Fushu, sir? Brindle Jade Halberd. Currently, it's got the best passives for a normal attacking weapon, and commanding thrust is the setup that you'd run with it, especially because it just got the gold version that you can get in Maze now. Commission reset check. Okay. More Explo on the weapon. Alright. Well, I don't need to really go about doing that right now. It's unfortunate, though. I'm gonna have to wait longer for character Explo. Ugh. It's actually, honestly, such a drag. Oh. I'm gonna very least sell all of these. Let's capture mediation, expulsion. Am I really about to do expulsions to get my first copy of G Liu? I'm probably gonna have to. Appreciate all the answers to my questions. Thank you. You're welcome. Yep, I can max rep the other region as well. And I'll probably do that later. I honestly cannot wait to get more investment in all my characters. Alright, starting off with a gelatin. Splendid! Alright. I'm probably gonna have to spend, I don't know, 10, 15, because I already got the shard pass and one of the first shard chests. So... But I do have, like, I do really want to get my G Liu tested this stream. Well, I've already done a bunch of G Liu testing, so it's not like that is really much of a factor. I just wish I had an X-Flow. Yes, so much to do, so little time. But I'll be catching back up soon enough. They're flapping their bellies! We're doing a video tonight? Definitely. There are way too many things to cover for me to not do a video. Frankly, would not even mind doing 2. Is it better to run the Inspo Morale or Inspo Volition on Rhythm right now? Inspo Morale. Yes! I got the 2 shard! Alright, give me like 3 more 2 shards and a 10 shard, and I'll be on my way to maxing out my G Liu. May I ask how come you never make any Arc Knights End Kill videos? I just don't care about the game. I mean, it's like asking me, oh, why don't you make, I don't know, Roblox Brain Rot Tycoon videos? It just didn't appeal to me. That's really it. Yes! Double shard. Why didn't you make World of Warcraft content? 1.2 patch come with new story chapter? Nope. Nope. No new main story. It's a filler patch. But one of the craziest filler patches I've seen. Attempting to use hammer to finish supporting my plus and instant morale. I spent a lot of my hammers last night. But it's also just because I have so many because I'm constantly buying the shard passes. For answer? Yeah. No shade to anybody who's enjoying Arcanine Senfield, it's just not my thing. Didn't catch my interest. This update is really highlighted who are the same doomers on Reddit. Yeah, though, it is... I am definitely noticing an uptrend when it comes to community sentiment. Even on the Reddit, from the posts that I've seen. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I totally get the issue when it comes to the Prism Shop stuff and the new mount. But to say that ruins the whole patch or negates any of the good things that got introduced this patch is absurd. Alright, sweet. Just need one more 2-drop. And then a gold. And let's say, me mateys, I'm feeling like this treasure around the corner. Yeah. Punch the baby. Kick the baby. Don't tell them that games like Woo or Warframe still have issues. Yeah. Don't tell them that games like Woo or Warframe still have issues that have been playing the game since their early days. Once again, the impossible standard of Duet Night Abyss strikes home. So for the weapon video, we're definitely doing like a redux of like the Margie Pedro, right? Just lose like 8 million of the Wedge gacha, damn. Oh, jeez. Bro got lost in the sauce. There's the gold. What did I say, boys? There was treasure around the corner. Yar, mateys. That was on the 9. Whatever you feel, I'm down. Sweet. Also, I feel like the 3 most important videos right now: rhythm build updates, weapon video showcase, Resolve, Lumino showcase, and build updates. Those are probably the 3 most important videos right now. And maybe 4th, talking about like mount and stuff. Again, there's just so much to cover. Yes, show us the pinnacle of Margie. Well, I won't be able to show the pinnacle of Margie yet. But I will be able to show Margie doing, frankly, a lot more than she reasonably should. The mount that killed Duet Night Abyss. Oh, that would definitely get clicks. Alright. Well, now, since I've got my 30 shards for Jiliu, go ahead, reminisce.
There she is! The evil lady!
Chat, do you like evil women? Oh, I forgot it's not serious, my bet. Yeah, I already knew it wasn't serious. I mean, gacha, if fun, right? Imagine if DNA had gacha up top game? What? I don't quite follow. 100%? Yes! If woman evil, then why pretty? If evil, why hot? Exactly. Oh crap, I forgot. I didn't get more gleaming wools, or golden wools. Okay, well, looks like I'll have to do that real quick. Probably easy to just go to, like, the 5 and then a little bit further. Mount Dumpster. Wows. I am a little bit curious to hear what the cosmetic discourse was like in Where Winds Meet. Because obviously they have like even more egregious monetization on that front. Yep. Why doesn't it let me type normal sentence? Not sure. Hi, could you please explain why Silent Sower is good on rhythm? Thank you. I explained earlier, but I can explain again. It's a high damage weapon that gets the majority of its damage out in a single shot, which allows you to E-spam while shooting it at the same time, allowing Rhythm to do essentially her fastest attacks with her E's, as while also pumping out a lot more damage with Silent Sower as well. And you should be able to do something similar with Entropic, though I'm not sure which one deals more damage per shot. I think Silent Sower does, but I'll have to calculate and test in game as well. My vibe from what I've seen is how are the weapons now performing and how well is the patch received. Anything else I missed from the community since update? I don't think so. I mean, there are some, like, new issues that popped up, but in the grand scheme of things, they are pretty minor overall. I'd say one of the egregious things was what happened with the, some of the new hair cosmetics. Because obviously they did the whole thing where they separated the hair from the rest of the skin. But what wound up happening beyond that is now all the accessories that normally got recolored with the base part of the skins got decolored in the patch. And you have to then use the new hair dyes, which are more expensive than the normal dyes. And some of the colors are not available outside of spending prisms. So, 20 seconds is outrageous. Yeah, dude, I am just... I really don't understand it. Like, I get people just want, like, their free stuff. They want, like, more free stuff. Like, it's literally full AFK. full AFK should be less efficient, noticeably less efficient than actively playing the game. Even if actively playing the game is just pressing a button every 30 seconds. I'm so expecting a refund. I'm hoping they issue out like a... I feel like just giving everybody who got like the skin, let's just say a premium and a normal dye for each color slot. So basically just give the people, like if you have the Psyche skin, you get like 7 of each dye for free. And if you have the Fushu, you get 7 of each dye. If you had both, obviously you get like 14. That would be the best deal for me. Yeah. Bro, YT's borked? I'm not sure what's going on with YT. Like, is the chat borked or is the stream borked? Let everyone die? Exactly. 15 drops for my first blueprint on Jili's weapon. I don't think I'm getting it smelt too well. I mean, I didn't get it smelt too. It just happens. Same thing happened with Kesha's weapon. Sometimes you just get unlucky. Though, every single time there's a new theater, it's like the funniest thing to me. Because you'll see, like, one guy being like, "Oh, dude, I got so freaking unlucky. Like, I spent my 20 letters and I got 28 out of 30 shards. Like, they need to fix this." And then you see the other person, "I spent all my letters and I got I4. Like, dude, this... I got pretty darn lucky." It's just RNG. YouTube? Okay. Alright, well, I'm off to finish the Woowa story. Mayhaps of excellent felons swiped and only need one more copy. Ah. Oops. You'll get it with the rest of your exploration events this patch. You just got the queen now? Yes. I think you might be a little bit behind, Nick. But yeah, I got Jiliu now. I would have gotten her last night, but they made me wait. You should be able to dye every character's hair, honestly, not just only the ones with the skin. I 100% agree with you. And we should be able to dye their normal skins as well, and change their eye colors. But I'm just hoping that these are changes that are gonna happen in the near future. Within the first year, at least. Now I just need like 60 pulls, so you'll use that as motivation to clear all content. Huge. Bro, did you see Sombrero Margie on Reddit? Oh no, I didn't. Oh, can you send a picture? I'm not, it's just YT didn't let me type that sentence still. Oh. That's weird. Alright, well, that should have given me more than enough Ascension materials. Yeah, let me switch it. Okay. Color palettes would be nice like in Warframe? 100%. I want color palettes in this game. What's this? Friend request from somebody. Okay, from the Destiny Rising server, random guy. Account made this year. Wait, no, not recently. Yeah, ignore. There's so many bots in the Destiny Rising server. It's so egregious. Alright, went in to dye stuff to see if the system gets an update anytime soon. Yeah, I'm using the dyes that I got pretty easily. But I'm not really going anything beyond just like the typical base stuff that they give me. Alright. Oh. See the usual setup, Ravaging Thunder, Griffins. Prime, and there'll be Track Shift, all those. Crescent, and Spike. Alright, Winspoon Morale, Volition Centerpiece. Alright, 1 Blaze Volition, and 3 Morales. Okay, Track Shift to 1 more. Do another Crescent. There we go. Splendid! Just enough tolerance. Of course, I'm gonna need to level that up more. And now it's time to upgrade all of her skills. I'll level 8 her E. Oh crap. I just realized, am I gonna have enough for enough of those weekly boss materials? I might need to convert some. Oh, if I just got the second blueprint at 7, there's still a chance. Ooh, okay. Well, good luck. Alright. Well, let me at least get that passive. And I'm at the very least gonna have to get this to level 8. I'm gonna get her I3, so level 9 might be the only thing that I need right now. I definitely won't need anything beyond that. Oh my gosh, I already chewed through my 1,000,000 gold. Just from leveling her up and stuff. Okay, and I still need a weapon. No. Got befriended Genemon. Oh, hey, collection progress. Unlocked 21 entries for the characters. Lead exploration infinity on ice difficulty with these 80, 300. Oh, wow, okay. Alright. Is there anything on Hellfire that I need? I mean, I guess casual letters later. Dang. Looks like I'm gonna be getting more of the green drops until later. Now, at the very least, Jiliu should be replacing Truffle in the second half of this patch, so I'll be getting more of the blue ones when I get her Introns. Now, let's see Sombrero Margie. That's golden, oh my gosh. At 12 million coins ready. Sweet. I'm gonna have to do a maze real quick. And I should be able to spend 2 to get Eternal Thrower. I mean, I technically don't even need to really level it up much. I just have to get its trigger probability leveled up, and that's really it. Of course, I'm gonna have to get I2 Jiliu, but that's something that I can handle later. So broke. Alright, I think this should be enough tolerance for me to put the trigger probability wedges in. Because, let's see. Trammel. Rage Trammel. Edge Trammel. Yep, there we go. And, well, I can't fit a celerity in just yet. Hey, at the very least I'm getting a track shift. And the last thing that I need is just to put on Red Dusk. It's time to see how my Zhiliu is gonna function. At least at I0. Does it add any relevant damage if you build the weapon? No. Zhiliu is never using her weapon. Alright. Yep. After a setup's all done, it's just easy. But of course, the setup does take a significant amount of time, all things considered. Though in Summit, you would be able to do this twice. Though, yeah, and the amount of time that it has at base is... Or actually, this is the amount of time that it has with the duration. But if we're getting like 20-second clears with Zhiliu, you would be able to set everything up prior and put out the dragon the second that it starts, and then immediately get to spamming the E. Or not the E, spamming the Q. Alright. Though, unfortunately, Fader would not be like a very good way of testing level cap because of the doubling of the elemental weaknesses right now. Yeah, you do just get them after the quest. But yeah, Zhiliu's looking pretty nice so far. I really do like her standard outfit as well. She looks really good in it. You have 2 gold morales and plus 10, but 3, no please. Well, you won't need a 3rd one if you're getting Yu Ming for Zhiliu later. Though, if you're playing other Electro characters, I think the 3 morales would probably be better, at least for rhythm. Alright. What? I got all big objectives that I wanted to get done this stream, all done and dusted. So, the only other thing I really got to do is just a lot more maze for more coins. Oh, and I'm about to hit the end of the craft time on my Wings and Film Morales. That'll be getting me to +8. Though, I do have to upgrade my centerpiece more first. Which means more Noctoyager! Alright. Yeah, it is a very minor damage difference, all things considered. 407 coins, holy the end game. Yeah, bro, I'm so broke! I'm so poor! I need to grind up Maze so that I can have 100 million coins at the end of this patch. I just realized this has SS rank flux into 1. I guess this means we might be getting a new frame every single summit? Okay. Well, let's see. Let's sell the trash materials. Well, I'm hesitant to sell them now because I need them for the bounties, and I mean, even if I sell like all of one, that's like 2.8 million. I'd rather spam out some mazes right now and just be safe when it comes to the bounties. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, I've already chewed through like half my Carmine,
but I've also crafted and leveled most of the wedges this patch. Let's see, like I've got 1, 2, 3 more that are going to be necessary for me to level, and beyond that it's just essentially all stuff for fun and curiosities, because I mean I guess 4 because I've still got the arrow on my ranged weapon to do, but I do have to get the morales done, or well, not the resolves done, and a 4th one of each done as well. But I don't think I'm going to be running out of Carmine before Summit. Because even after all the wedges that I've crafted, I've still got more than half of what I earned originally. So I think I'll just go for $1.5 million or 2 million from Carmine for this summit, and then I'll put the rest into coins. That's probably going to be my plan. I should have farmed up more summit last patch. Got at least like 10 million coins, though honestly that probably would not have lasted me very long. Alright, but I do think it is about time for me to wrap up this stream. Been going for about 3 hours, and I went really long, or really late yesterday, so I feel like ending before the 4-hour mark is fine this time around, especially because I've got a lot of important videos to produce. Yep, loves you, me too. Very pretty. But with that all out of the way, I'm going to have to give a massive thank you to everybody who decided to tune into the stream today. I appreciate all of your viewership immensely. We've got a lot more great stuff coming for Duet Night Abyss, so I hope y'all stick around for that. Also, if you want to join the Discord, I've got a link for that in the description for the YouTube stream and linked on the profile for Twitch. So if you want to join up, be part of the community, and talk with a bunch of other people who are interested in this game and others, be sure to hit that link and join up today. Will I pull for a skin? Probably. But with that all out of the way, thank you all so very much for watching, and as always, I will see you all next time.